Lately I've been going over random tasks in GTA just to see if things, well, still work the same. After the latest Sabotage DLC, Rockstar introduced a bunch of fixes and patches to this game, and every time I perform something for the first time these days, I get a little nervous. One of these tasks are in the spotlight this week, as Rockstar is showing some love for the nightclub business. On top of getting double bubble for the nightclub daily income, we're also getting double money in RP on Yohan's nightclub goods missions. My goal today is to rerun my favorite Yohan Cooldown bypass technique to see if it got patched. Now, if you're like me, you're always looking to increase your nightclub goods as fast as possible, because it takes such a long time. And there's really only one way you can do this now in the game, and that's to call up Yohan and perform one of his 2 missions. If you do this, your stock will increase, albeit slightly. And this is a good thing, with the exception of there being a cooldown of 20 minutes between performing these missions, which kinda sucks. So today I'm going to walk through the cooldown bypass and see whether or not it got patched. Okay, so right off the bat, with my goal being to check if this method still works, I'm not going to be going through everything in great detail. However, if it does still work, I'll drop a link below to a couple videos I made in the past that walk through this method and the missions with more detail. Also, before I begin, I want to address another Yohan Cooldown bypass technique that did get patched. After I made my initial video on this method you're about to see, I received a bunch of comments telling me there was a simpler method to avoid Yohan's cooldown. This involved going to your Arena War office and kicking the mission off prior to entering the spectator box. Well, no longer. I tried doing this several months ago and just recently, and it's no longer valid. So if you're looking to avoid the cooldown for Yohan, Dax, or other phone-only contact missions, this appears to be the only game in town. Okay, so let's try this out. First things first, and that would be completing one of the Yohan missions. After you've successfully delivered the stock to your nightclub, you'll want to leave and head to the LS car meet. After you've arrived, head to the back of the building near the test track. There'll always be 3 vehicles here, updated weekly, that can be used to test out on the track. This week, it'll be the Pagali, the Feltzer, and the Vamoose. And just to make sure there's still the obligatory cooldown, I'm going to call up Yohan and see if he's willing to grant me another mission. As you can see and hear, he is not.
Oh, hey, boss. I got nothing. Shit. Are you going to kill me? Sorry. Please don't be mad.
Alright, so here's the technique. Step 1, choose one of the 3 vehicles to do the test in. It doesn't matter which one, but I would recommend picking a vehicle of the 4-wheel variety. This week they're all 4-wheel varieties, but sometimes they offer motorcycles here, and generally these are not going to offer you enough time to pull this off. You'll see what I mean here in a moment. Step 2. Move as far away as possible from the car doors. This goes back to step 1. You want to allow yourself as much time as possible to pull out your phone, call Yohan, and have him pick up before you enter the track. And if you're standing right next to the door, it's going to shave some of this time off. It's going to be kind of a balancing act. You want to stand near the front, like I am here, while also being able to see the pop-up option on the screen. That's going to allow you to enter onto the test track. Alright, step 3, prep work. Before we dive any deeper into this technique, you're going to want to pull out your phone and locate Yohan in your contact list. You need to ensure that he's either at the top of your list or at the bottom. Now, because his name starts with a Y, he's probably going to be near or at the bottom of your contact list. If he's not, use the interaction menu and go to your contact list, and then just deselect who you need in order for Yohan to be 1 click away, either at the top or at the bottom. Okay, we're almost there. Step 4, select the test drive option. This is going to be the triangle button if you're playing on Sony. Step 5, you're going to want to scroll down and select the Enter Alone option. But before you do this, get a mental picture in your head of what you're going to be doing here, because this is all going to be happening really fast. As soon as you select Enter Alone, pull out your phone, go to Contacts, and select Yohan as fast as you can. And here's the other tip that people get hung up on or just forget to do. As soon as you press the button to call Yohan, continue to press the same button again and again, as fast as you can. Just keep hammering on the select button as you get in the car, as you're heading onto the track and beyond. And just keep rapidly tapping on that button until I tell you to stop. Alright, so this is the first thing to watch out for to ensure you're doing this whole thing right. If Yohan picks up and begins talking before the cutscene starts, you're doing fine. If you get the cutscene and he has not picked up yet, well, chances are you may have to start this process over. No biggie, just something to be aware of. You are still rapidly smashing that select button, right? Okay, good. Okay, here's the final clue that'll ensure you get back-to-back Yohan missions, and that Rockstar has not patched this little trick. After the cutscene and the typical black waiting screen, you'll see an image of you on the test track sitting in a car. If you've done this correctly, the car will slowly start to disappear and you'll get another cutscene. If this happens, it means three things. A, Rockstar has not patched this little trick, which, as we're seeing here, they haven't. So, yeah, it's awesome. B, you will be whisked outside where you'll be granted another Yohan mission. And C, you can now stop rapidly smashing that select button. So, behold the joy. I was a little worried about this one, to be honest, but it looks like we're able to continue with this little bypass trick, at least until the next round of updates. Alright, so that's it, my friends. Thank you for watching. As always, if you like this video and want to help out, please subscribe, give a thumbs up, and let me know what you think. Are any of you going to be calling up Yohan this week? If so, will you be utilizing this little cooldown bypass trick? If so, drop a comment below and let everyone know. Until next time, be happy, be well, be safe, be mighty.